Hi, Kim Coco here, founder of Swagtail. Today's sequence will be a pranayama sequence in which we go through a variety of breathing techniques to help increase your energy levels. Start by finding a comfortable seat. I'm in virasana sitting on a block, but you might want to sit in a chair with your feet firmly on the ground or in a cross-legged position. As long as you're comfortable where the pelvis can be neutral, your spine can be tall, and the shoulders can drop down your back, and then the crown of the head can reach up toward the sky. So once you find your comfortable seat, go ahead and lightly close your eyes. And begin by noticing that natural rhythm of your breath without having to change anything. Observe the breath as it comes in and out of the body effortlessly. Just like you would with any yoga practice, set any intention you have for your time on your mat today. Even though you won't be moving very much, notice how you might want to be different or feel different when you leave your mat in 20 or 30 minutes' time. And then we're going to start today's practice with some Ujjayi breathing. So take a nice natural breath in, and then exhale through the mouth as though you're going to fog up a mirror. Do that one or two more times, inhaling smoothly, exhaling out the mouth, and you can put your hand in front to feel the breath. Try that 2 more times. And this time on your way through, take a breath in through the nose. And as you exhale out the mouth, finish halfway through the fogging sound, but close your lips. And you should start to hear that sound at the back of the throat as your mouth closes. Trying that a few times. And then trying it with your mouth closed. And that soft sound of the ocean breath as you breathe in and out through the nose and having the sound brush past the partially closed throat or partially constricted throat. And then observe that Ujjayi breath just for a few rounds, again, without having to change the rhythm. Notice what naturally starts to happen as you breathe in and out with more conscious awareness. And then starting with samavriti, meaning same length or same fluctuations, start to count how long it takes you to breathe in as you engage that Ujjayi breath, and then see if you can match that inhale with the length of your exhale. Just use that count softly in your head. Find same fluctuations between the inhale and the exhale. I'm going to stay with that breath cycle and that pattern for another minute or two. So noticing your rhythm of breath, that count in and count out. We're going to take that into Vishama Vritti, which is unequal fluctuations. So take the count it took you to breathe in and see if you can extend that breath in one count higher. But then keep the length of your exhale the same. So if you're breathing into a count of 4, try inhaling to a count of 5 and then exhaling to 4. If you're inhaling to a count of 5, try moving to 6 and then exhaling to a count of 5. And then work with that breath as you sit still, shoulders relaxed, eyes and face calm, tongue resting at the bottom of the mouth. Take just a few more rounds of your Vishamhavriti. And then finding Samavriti again, either lengthening the out breath to now match your new elongated in breath, or come back to an even count in and out as you used before, as long as there's no strain or tension on the body as you move the breath. So with that same count of breathing in and breathing out, just slowly start to move your torso in one direction. Doesn't matter which one, just starting to move the rib cage around, creating some length and space in the torso. You might even extend your arms and incorporate the neck and head. Just start small and make the circles a little bit bigger. And switch directions. Again, maybe starting a touch smaller before making the circles larger still. And then coming back to a tall, neutral spine. If you're sitting cross-legged, maybe switch the cross in your legs. Make sure you're still comfortable where you're at. And then from here, we're going to go into Viloma Pranayama, which is against the hair or kind of against the grain. So we're actually going to create pauses in the breath that wouldn't normally be there, just to see if we can create even more space in the breath. So find your Samavriti once again, noticing how long it takes to breathe in and how long it takes to breathe out. See if you can maintain that nice Ujjayi breath in the back of the throat as you breathe in and out through the nose. And then inhale half of your breath in, and then pause, lightly holding the breath. Inhale, fill up the rest of the way with your inhale, all the way to the top. And then pause. Exhale the breath halfway out. And then pause. And then complete the rest of your exhale, pushing all the breath back out of the body, and then hold the breath out at the bottom. When you're ready, inhaling half of the breath in again. Hold. Inhale the second half of the breath. And hold. Exhale half of your breath. And lightly pause. Completely finish your exhale all the way to the bottom. Hold the breath out. And then inhale half of the breath in again, continuing this Viloma Pranayama, dividing the inhale and exhale into two parts. Holding as long as you comfortably can in those pauses without causing stress or strain on the body. Be aware of the sensations and thoughts that arise in those pauses. Notice if you can soften in to that space every time you do. Staying with the same rhythm, divide the breath in two parts. Or if you feel comfortable, split the breath into three parts, pausing twice. And again on the exhale, pausing twice. But again, stay where you're at if the one pause is enough. Take one more round at your own pace before returning back to Samavriti one more time. Now once again, add some movement with the breath. So either stay in a chair if you're seated there. If you're seated cross-legged and are able to sit on your heels or up tall in Vajrasana or Virasana, we're going to take your hands and form some fists. And we're going to take those fists and place them right into the hip crease, that inguinal line. And then just lightly press down and take your inhale, that nice even length breath in to sit up tall, maybe arch the spine up. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips and fold all the way out with the breath. Use your inhale to come all the way back up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Take all the time to get there. Take 8 more rounds at your own pace. Use your hands to anchor you every time you come up. And keep that length as you fold. After your 8 rounds, come back to Samavriti with a nice tall spine, taking as much time as you need to get there. And then lastly, we're going to take 3 rounds of Kapalabhati breath. So if you have any anxiety or tension or you're prone to anxiety, then this might not be a breath practice for you. By all means, just stay with Samavriti in a comfortable seat. If you are able to forcefully expel the breath out by pumping the belly, then we're going to use a forceful exhale to press the breath out and let the belly passively fill up as you inhale. So we'll take 3 rounds together. And you can go at the same pace. I'll start slow and then progressively increase my pace. But if you want to go at a slower pace or your faster pace all 3 rounds, by all means, do what's best for you. So take a full cycle of breath in. And a full round of breath out. Fill up your breath halfway or 3/4 of the way in, and then begin. Fill up on your breath in. Hold. Maybe tuck the chin and jaw and Dara lock. Exhale the breath all the way back out. Take one full cycle of a neutral breath. Exhale fully. Round 2 as you inhale halfway or 3/4 of the way to fill up and start. Fill up in. Hold at the top. Exhale the breath back out. Take one round of a natural breath. Round 3, filling up. Fill up on the breath in. Hold. And breathe out. Finding some of Vritti once again. Taking your time to come into Shavasana from here to rest, maybe for a minute or two before returning to a seat for meditation, or staying there for a longer relaxation, noticing how the breath, the prana moving through the body, tingles across the skin and sends sensations down to all parts of your being. Taking as much time as you need for you, acknowledging your practice of breathing and growing and giving yourself a point of reference as you increase your capacity to breathe deeply, to understand yourself more fully, and to live more brightly. Thanks for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.